Double trouble. One day, Thomas was happily puffing to Maidwaite Station. This was no ordinary day, though. It was the Fat Controller's birthday, and Thomas had to take him to his grand party. As Thomas pulled up to the platform, his brakes shrieked in shock. The Fat Controller had grown a moustache. "Thomas, my good friend," the Fat Controller greeted him. This was very strange indeed. Thomas had never heard the Fat Controller call him his good friend before, and he'd certainly never seen the Fat Controller with a moustache. "We've got lots of time before the party, Thomas," boomed the Fat Controller. "Let's go to the Whispering Woods." Now Thomas was even more puzzled. He wanted to ask if something strange had happened, but he didn't want to look silly. The Fat Controller must just be very excited about his party, Thomas told himself. Then the Fat Controller climbed on board Annie, and they chuffed away to the Whispering Woods. From then on, the Fat Controller's behaviour got stranger. When they reached the Whispering Woods, he ran among the trees, playing hide-and-seek with the children whom Edward was taking to the party. The two engines watched him, amazed. "I've never seen the Fat Controller play hide-and-seek, Thomas," Edward said. "I know," Thomas replied. "Today, the Fat Controller doesn't seem like the Fat Controller at all." But although his wheels were wobbling with worry, Thomas didn't ask any questions. He was still too scared of looking silly. After the game had finished, the Fat Controller climbed back on board Annie, and they clickety-clacked back to Maidwaite. Thomas was relieved because he didn't want the Fat Controller to be late for his own party. But when they stopped at a red light, the Fat Controller leapt down and climbed into the signalling box. He started pulling levers and pushing buttons, so when Gordon came past carrying party guests, he was sent down the wrong track. The Fat Controller climbed down from the box, chuckling. Now Thomas knew something was wrong. When they reached Maidwaite, Thomas found the courage to ask the question that had been bothering him. "Excuse me, sir," he said, "but are you the Fat Controller?" "Goodness, no," the man laughed. "I'm his brother, Sir Loam Hat." Just then, the station master ran towards Thomas. "Where were you?" he asked. "The Fat Controller and Lady Hat had to go to the party on Bertie, but they haven't arrived yet. Neither have Edward or Gordon with their passengers." Thomas was upset. If he had found out about the Fat Controller's brother earlier, then none of this would have happened. "Bertie must have broken down," he cried. "We must find him quickly." "Hurrah! More hide-and-seek!" cheered Sir Loam as they puffed away to find the real Fat Controller. Thomas found Bertie by the side of the road, with smoke coming out of his engine. The Fat Controller was standing next to him. "Thomas, where have you been?" he asked crossly. Thomas was about to tell him when Sir Loam Hat appeared and explained, laughing at the mischief he had caused. The Fat Controller didn't find it very funny at all, and still looked very cross as he and Lady Hat climbed aboard Annie. Thomas whizzed along the rails and delivered his passengers to the party. But Thomas couldn't stay. He still had work to do. He chuffed to the Whispering Woods to tell Edward all about the Fat Controller's brother. "Go straight to the party with the children, Edward," Thomas urged him. Next, Thomas had to help Gordon. Thomas chuffed this way and that, looking for the big blue engine, and found him lost on a very rickety branch line. "The express line is closed, Gordon. Just keep going," Thomas peeped. Now he knew where he was. Gordon raced like a rocket to the party. With all his jobs done, Thomas puffed back to the party, where everyone was having fun, especially the Fat Controller. He was laughing even louder than his brother, and that made Thomas happiest of all.